guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a gloomy, rainy day here where I live, and I have a pot of chili on the stove simmering for supper tonight. So we'll probably have grilled cheese, maybe grilled ham and cheese with our chili tonight. It's perfect to have chili on a rainy day. So anyway, today I wanted to talk to you all about beginning prepping and what proteins are good to store in your prepping pantry. But first, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get all the notifications for my future videos, and hit the like button if you like my video. Leave me a comment with your ideas, ideas you might have that you would like to share with others you might like for me to talk about in the future. I love your ideas. I love hearing from my YouTube community. Let's talk about our proteins. When I first started prepping, I didn't know really what to do or how to get started. My main focus was probably on like spaghetti sauce and spaghetti, chili beans and tomato juice, just things that I could store on a shelf that I could create a meal fairly easily and quickly. And then I started thinking of, as you get used to doing this, storing and preparing for the future, your ideas kind of grow, I guess. So then I would store, I would gather tuna, because I thought tuna would be easy to store. And with tuna, you can make tuna salad, with whatever ingredients you might have on your shelf, mayonnaise and pickle relish. If you have eggs in your refrigerator, eggs are great in tuna salad, or it might just be tuna on bread, or even a can of tuna just to eat, depending on what you have stored in your prepper pantry and how you're rationing your supplies. But tuna is healthy and easy to store. So that was one of the first items that I stored as a beginning prepper. Salmon is another one. It's also, I would use salmon for salmon patties. Yeah, so that's another protein. It's important to store protein in a situation where it's stressful. Like, well, anytime you've switched mode and you're living off of your prepper pantry, I'm assuming that's a stressful situation. That means that your normal food supply has been interrupted, either because you don't have work, can't afford groceries, the grocery stores aren't able to stock their shelves. There's various reasons, which I've talked about in other videos, why a person might come to the point where you need the extra food storage in your home. Another source of protein is Spam. You open the can, you can fry it and eat it as a sandwich. You can mix it with other foods, use it in recipes. Have a mac and cheese, a box mac and cheese mix on your prepper shelf. You could chop some Spam up in that and have like a ham and macaroni cheese casserole type thing. Just things like that. But Spam is a good source of protein for our prepping pantries. Also, I got this at Aldi for, I think it was $3.29. It's a canned ham, cooked ham can. I'm sure it's highly processed, but it is sealed in a can, easy to store on a shelf, and has a long shelf life. This I probably bought sometime last year, and it doesn't expire until September of 2023. So this canned ham is awesome because it has such a long shelf life. Let me see here. I've got so many things. Okay, crab meat is another fish product. Would be healthy to store. You could have it different ways. You could make patties with it. You could, make a salad type. Different ideas you could use with your crab meat. It'll give you some variety in protein so that you're not eating tuna every day or Spam every day. Here's a protein source: Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs, or Chef Boyardee ravioli. I'm looking at the can here. There's 9 grams of protein, 30 grams of carb. So it's not the healthiest in the world, but in a prepping situation, it would not be a bad choice at all. It'd be easy to just open the can. It's a flip top. Open the can, heat it up, and I might suggest for your prepping pantry, get at least 2 manual can openers for the canned products that you are storing. That would be important as well. Some of the newer things have flip tops, but some of them do not. Okay, let me see here. Corned beef hash. That's something that my husband really likes. He likes to have corned beef hash with eggs and toast as like a breakfast food. So I don't like it much at all. I would have to be pretty hungry to eat corned beef hash, but if I didn't have food, if I was hungry, I would be thankful that I had corned beef hash on my shelves. So that's also an option for protein and carbs for your prepper pantry. All right, another one is peanut butter. Peanut butter is an awesome source of protein. 7 grams of protein in a serving of peanut butter. You could just eat peanut butter with a spoon. You could, of course, put it on bread or crackers or dip fruit or vegetables, carrot sticks or whatever. Peanut butter has a lot of uses and would be a good way to store protein in your prepper pantry. All right, let me see what I've showed you. Okay, chicken breast. You can buy chicken in a can several different ways. This is actually 1, 2, 3, this is 4 cans of chicken breast. It has the pop top on it. Use chicken breast. You can make chicken patties like, you know, the same way you would make tuna patties, you know, of course, with an egg, salt, pepper, maybe some onion powder, a little bit of mustard, breadcrumbs or cracker crumbs to bind it together. But you could have chicken patties, you could have chicken salad. Again, you could eat chicken right out of the can. You could mix this chicken with a stuffing mix and have like a chicken and dressing type casserole that's really good and stores well in your prepper pantry also. So there's chicken meat, and I might also add, you can actually buy a whole chicken canned, like a large can, and it has a whole chicken inside. I've never bought that. Don't know what that would be like, but that's also an option for chicken. Then there is canned beef. Keystone is the brand that I buy. There's a large can, which contains 28 ounces, which is 1 pound and 12 ounce. And then there's a smaller can, 14.5 ounces. So you could do a lot with shredded beef. You could mix it with brown gravy mix, serve it over egg noodles, mix it with vegetables and have like a stew. So many things you could do with canned beef, and what an excellent source of protein that would be. And it also has a long shelf life. I bought that last year, probably about 6 months ago. I purchased it, and it doesn't expire until July 24th of 2025. So that's a long shelf life. Would be great to store in your prepper pantry. Then there are things like Vienna sausage, which you could eat just as the sausage is in the can. There's a pop top on it. You could also slice these up and mix them with canned baked beans and have beanie weenie. Just a lot of different uses for Vienna sausage. I was looking at the protein content. 7 grams of protein. So there you go. And then this is something I haven't tried. My husband remembers having it when he was a little boy, deviled ham. It's like a potted meat that you could spread on a sandwich. That's their serving suggestion, would be on bread, like as a sandwich. And it's just really convenient in these little cans, probably enough in here for 2 or 3 sandwiches. So I've stocked up on this as well, just to have, I think, different sources of protein. It'd be great to have when you're storing food for your prepper pantry. It would be great to have a good variety of different items so that you have, you don't have such a monotonous diet. Something I forgot to bring out to show you, which would be a great source of protein, would be beans. Black beans. Black beans would be, you could buy them in a can, like the size of a can of black beans, and you could substitute those, like for sloppy joes instead of ground beef, you could have black beans. I put black beans in my chili a lot of times, even with ground beef. I'll have black beans and kidney beans in my chili. And dry beans, Great Northern beans, lima beans, you know, the dry beans that we all store in our prepper pantry. That's a great source of protein. So don't forget your beans when you're thinking about storing protein. I'm sure there's a lot of variety of protein choices out there. This is just what I've chosen to put in my pantry so far. I think at Walmart, actually, I have seen a pulled pork product in a can that I've thought that might be a good thing to store as well, but I haven't done that. Anyway, that's the protein that I have in my prepper pantry. I thought it might give you some good ideas, especially if you're just getting started with your prepping. It's nice to have a variety, and protein is an important factor in our diets. I'd like to show you just real quick for the beginning preppers out there that I know storage containers can be expensive, and you have to, at least I had to save money before I could invest in items like that. But here's a container. I had got Pretzel Nuggets probably at Sam's or Walmart. And when I used the product, I washed and dried this very well. And this is now a place I store my popcorn. It's an airtight plastic jar. These at Walmart, you can buy storage containers very similar to these, but I had several, not several, I think I've got 4 total that I have reclaimed. When I use up what's inside, I wash and dry, and I've been able to repurpose containers for prepping storage. And that's a great thing to do. It saves money and keeps your products fresh. So, all right, that's all I had for today. I just wanted to pop on and talk to you all about prepping protein for your prepper pantry. Say that 5 times really fast. Okay, you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.